Most focus tools are a complete waste of time and money, right? I work with a bunch of entrepreneurs. We've tried everything from the routines, the supplements, the protocols, the gadgets online, the tools, whatever, right? And there's only a few things that actually help and that actually matter. I'm going to squash all the other ones that are overhyped, right? I'm going to rank things from the best, things you should double down on, to worst, things you should just completely never even think about because it's absolutely useless. It's not going to help you with your performance as an entrepreneur. So make sure you lock in full screen and I'll see you on the computer. Let's get straight into it with the first one right here, the standing desk, right? Standing desk. A lot of people, this has a lot of hype. A lot of people they talk about having a standing desk, right? And I honestly rate it. I'm here in Bangkok. I don't have my own one. But what this does is it helps, blood circulate around your body, which is going to help you with fatigue. Naturally, we are meant to be moving more as human beings. And as business owners, as much as we want to just sit down, any kind of movement helps. So standing desks are good. It's good for your posture. It helps you with, if you're hunching over, helps you to stand up and look forward. Keeps you awake for longer. Whenever you start to feel a bit lazy, you're slouching over in your chair, you can just click the button, make it go up, and then stand up. You feel more alert, more awake, and then you stand up for like, 20 minutes, and then you can feel a little bit more alert. Maybe you can move around, do a bit of shadow boxing in between your workouts. I would rate this, honestly, if you could combine this with a treadmill, a small treadmill, which I didn't include, you can walk while you do it. I would probably put that as A, but I'd put that as B. Maybe we'll move that as an A. I think for the price, and as a lot of entrepreneurs are on the move, I wouldn't really put that in A, just for that reason. The price and the convenience. If you have a home setup, I would recommend it, but it's not really that big of a deal. It's not going to make or break your performance, right? Now, next one. Multitasking, boys. Multitasking. So this is a myth that multitasking you get more work done. It's a complete ADHD coping belief. If you have ADHD, you say, I'm really good at multitasking. I can do this and that. And you feel like because you can do all those things, like, oh yeah, I'm really good at doing this, you don't actually make more progress. Like if you do one thing at a time, full attention, you get it done, move over, move to the next task, move to the next task, you get way more work done. It just requires more patience. And usually the people who multitask, their brain is just trained to task switch too much. It's relating to their emotions and their dopamine system. They cannot do one thing at a time patiently, right? And so multitasking is absolute whack. We're going to put that in D tier. This is absolutely going to destroy your focus and make it super hard to do anything productive in your business, like things that actually require you to sit down and do something for a period of time. If you find yourself just frantically changing from email to message to checking this app to calling that person and not getting into any flow state is what you want, and this does not allow you to get into flow, right? I'm going to keep it as that. Do not multitask. Next one, maybe let's pick morning light. Okay, I might need to explain this a little bit because you guys might be like, how the fuck is morning light a focus tool? Morning light. Well, you got to think about how we're biologically wired. When you see the sun early in the morning, you're signaling to your brain that this is the early part of the day. Therefore, you're going to be releasing cortisol at the same time every morning. And that is, it's not cortisol where you're stressed. Oh shit, I'm stressing out. It's cortisol where you feel alert and awake right off the bat when you wake up, right? And it's going to last a long, like the first few hours of your morning will be carried through cortisol, right? That is why you feel super sharp. Paired with if you're fasting, if you have a coffee, whatever, right? But morning light is one of the most impactful habits, right? Listen to what I'm saying. Like, this is one of the most impactful habits you can do for your health, overall, long-term, short-term, performance, productivity, everything, right? This is going to help you be alert during the day, sleepy at night, and it's going to help you with your sleep. So it pairs right in with sleep as well. So make sure you're getting that in your morning. I'm not going to go too into it on this video. This video will be like 3 hours long. It will be in my sleep video, so check that out. But morning light, super key, right? Some of you guys might be shocked that I put it there, but it is what it is. Cool, next one, blue light blockers. Now, I would actually rate this quite highly because a lot of us entrepreneurs, like we all stare at screens at night. Like when are we not looking at screens? Even if we're like relaxing time or work time, whatever it is, Netflix, messaging, we all do it. So I think everyone should have a pair of blue light blockers and just wear it at least 1.5 hours before your fall asleep time. I'd recommend 2 to 3, to be honest. I think it's something everyone should just be adapted to. It should just be very normal. I've got mine right here. Have a look. How do I look? Right? This should just be normal. It should be normal to have this tool because we're all staring at screens. It's going to protect you from the blue light. The blue light is going to prevent your body from, similar to the morning light. It's going to prevent it from knowing what time of the day it is. It's going to think, if you don't wear this, your brain's going to think that your screen is the sun. It's going to make it harder to fall asleep. Even if you fall asleep, your quality is going to be a lot worse. You're going to mess with your circadian rhythm. You're going to basically end up being very wired at night and stressed, and you're going to be sleepy and foggy in the morning. So if you feel like that, then you need to dial these two in: morning light and avoiding light. And on that, avoiding light doesn't just mean wear blue light blockers. It means avoid blue light, this light, that light, that light, this light, all off or dim, light a candle, etc. Right? Cool. After that, no phone. Man, in the world we live in now, I'd probably put that in A tier. I don't really need to explain why. I'm sure you guys understand. Our phones, our apps, Instagram, whatever, it is literally, they're designed to just keep you on the platform as long as possible. So I'll pair this along with like airplane mode, do not disturb, notifications off, phone away. A tier, maybe even S tier. I'd probably put that in between, but let's keep that there. Cool, next one. Let's say Brain.fm, very popular. Now I actually rate this. I don't think it's all that though. I'd probably put this in B tier. It does help your brain get into a kind of a flow state. Again, you can't be multitasking, you can't be getting distracted, but when you're doing one task at a time and you don't have distractions and then you're playing this helps you get into a flow and you can kind of just get in a trance, right? It it manipulates your brain waves, right? You can get into a certain frequency, right? Not to sound all airy fairy hippie, whatever, but I'd say B tier, nothing crazy. It's not bad, pretty good, right? Next one, meal timing. Now, this is definitely going to be S tier because blood sugar crashes are going to be the most stressful thing for your body and the most impactful thing, or probably the second or third most impactful thing for your focus and productivity. Because if you're breaking your fast, your intermittent fast, with a meal that's not conducive to your focus, you're going to feel like shit. This is why most people get an afternoon crash. So I would say super important. Having a good balance of protein and carbs, having enough fiber so you're not spiking and crashing your blood sugars, you're digesting your food better. Super important. Meal timing, super important. I could make a whole video on that, which I will. Next one. All right, Pomodoro technique. I think this is absolute garbage. I only tried it a few times, but the whole concept of it is completely stupid. It's like you're getting into a flow state and then you're just getting out of it. Like, okay, it takes me like maybe 10, 15 minutes to get into a flow state, and then, I'm just going to stop and wait 5 minutes. Like, how does that make sense? We have something called an ultradian rhythm, which is pretty much like a 90-minute cycle where we go into a flow state, we focus really hard, we use a lot of mental calories, and then our brain starts to get a little bit tired usually. 90 minutes, sometimes you can do 2 in a row. Absolute garbage. You're just wasting time. I don't know how this got popular. I feel like it was like popularized to make people unproductive. Genuinely. Pomodoro is absolute bullshit. So yeah, anyway. After that, distraction journal. This is something I recommend to my clients. So you can get a physical notepad, or you can get the digital notepad on Windows or Mac or whatever. And when you're focusing, when you're doing all the other things right, you're sat there and you get ideas, you get internal distractions. All you have to do is write them down, and then you go back to your task. Instead of like allowing it to circulate in your mental RAM, and you're like, you're thinking about it. You're allowing your brain to forget about it, so you can put it somewhere, get back to it later. Ideas, reminders, like whatever it is, right? So I would rate this quite high, to be fair, because a lot of us, the distractions we're having is mostly internal. So I'd put that up here, to be honest. Now, next one, walking, movement, super good. I'd probably throw that in A tier, maybe even. Now that I think about it, if I put blue light blockers there, you know what? I'd probably throw this up here. Morning light with that and meal timing. Yeah. I think that makes more sense. So movement. If you're not moving your body enough, our bodies are meant to be moved, whether you like it or not. And when you don't move it, you start to feel anxious and stressed and moody and just not good. And yeah, it will reflect in your business. When I went from just, working out once a day, lifting weights, or going to martial arts with, frequent walks throughout the day or a few walks throughout the day, like my quality of life got so much better. The quality of my work got so much better. I just came back from a walk now. I did a lot of work today and I still have energy to make this video. Not gonna lie, I should have added nicotine to this because I have a nicotine right now. Chewing gum. But anyway, I think this is super good. You're moving your blood flow, right? You're getting blood flow. You're moving your blood around. You're moving your nutrients around, the oxygen around. It's going to your brain. You're waking your body up. When you sit around, right? Especially if you guys are sleeping and then waking up and working for like another 5 hours. No wonder you're getting an energy crash. You haven't moved your body in like 16 hours, right? So you need to walk. You need to walk more. At least do it after lunch or do it in the morning before you sit down to work. Super, super important. I hated walking. I thought it was gay. Now I love walking, right? So yeah, look at me. Next one, noise cancelling headphones. I think these are amazing. It helps you lock in and get in that trance state. Like if you have this paired with that, paired with Brain FM, like you will get into a flow state fairly well. Obviously with all the other fundamentals that have to be locked in as well. But wow, noise cancelling. I would actually recommend this brand. I have it right here as well. Sony MX-1000. Even Charlie Morgan reckons it's good, and he's all about productivity. So Charlie Morgan approved. I mean, it just allows you to not hear anything and just get into a trance-like state. So I would throw this probably an A. A lot of good things I've put up here. I haven't really thrown up many things that are a bit useless. All right, let's get into Google Calendar. Google Calendar. We'll put that in B tier. Like you can live without it, but I think it's super convenient. I think it's still quite good. Like is B bad? Like there's 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 5 options. I'm putting in the third one. Like you can. Damn, now that I think about it, I think a calendar is super important. I'd probably put it up here. Let's just put it up here. Can we make this longer? No, that's gonna look weird. Google Calendar. Boom. I mean, you'll see in my last video the way I have a video where I went through my daily schedule and I use Google Calendar. Most people do. You can add people to events. You can connect your Calendly if you have a booking system. You know, as you're a business owner, you can just create your schedule. You can just put reminders. You can set it up as a widget on your phone. You can have it open on your computer. You just know what's going on. Events, tasks, all that kind of stuff. I don't know where I would put it though. I think it would have to be here. Maybe I should prioritize it. Maybe I should put other things down. Maybe distraction journal here. Now I sound unsure. Let's just say I can only pick a few. Now, the last one, I'm sure you guys will know. Quality sleep. There's no doubt about that being S tier. This will be the king. This will be the most influential over your performance. More than meal timing, more than anything else. Your sleep. A lot of people think, and Charlie Morgan himself said it, and I'm not sucking him off, but he said it himself, and I've said this for a while. If you sacrifice 30 minutes of sleep to work 30 minutes longer in the day, that is a big mistake because that extra 30 minutes of quality sleep is going to make all the other 16 hours of your day 30% better. So you're improving the quality of your day, of your focus hours, of your exercise, whatever it is, by like 30% from that 30 minutes. That time where you're sleeping is so sacred and so important that if you neglect it, like you're just shooting yourself in the foot. You know, people who sleep 6 hours and say, you know, I get another 2 hours of work done. It's a complete delusion. It's kind of sad to see, but yeah, prioritize your sleep. So yeah, quick summary, guys. Morning light, super important. Movement, meal timing, sleep. Do not use your phone. Do not disturb. Phone away. Block blue light. Handy little tool. Block noise. See what the fuck you're doing. Calendar. Standing up every now and then. You know what? Nah, we'll leave that there. It's actually, let's put it there. I think it's a little bit overrated, a little bit overhyped, all right? We've got brain.fm, get into trance-like flow states. Now we've got distraction journals, super, super useful. And then the last two, the shitty ones, Pomodoro, absolute joke. Guys, if you think Pomodoro, if it works for you, like honestly, if it works for you, go for it. Like, that's cool. But I'd be curious what your thoughts are. I don't mean to bash on it too much, but let me know what you think. If it's actually good and I'm an idiot, let me know. And then multitasking. Definitely, I don't think anyone can argue with me that multitasking is more productive than focusing on one thing at a time. Sometimes you have to multitask in situations, but it is not ideal. All right. And yeah, hope you guys found that useful. Hope I gave you some clarity. I'm pointing out the truth on what actually matters, which, guys, at the end of the day, it is just the fundamentals and the basics of health, you know. And just being, yeah, there's a few tools that are handy, but for the most part, your performance, your focus, your energy, your stress, your mood is going to come from the fundamentals up here, right? So I hope you guys found that useful. Leave a like, sub, comment, all that stuff. And if you want me to personally audit your lifestyle, your performance, in relation to your business goals, etc., then DM me the word audit, AUDIT, and we'll talk from there on Instagram. So, link is in the bio. Besides that, I'll see you guys in the next one. Ciao.